as I can. So typically when I try to fix a board and I fail and I look like a moron, I go begging to Chris to fix my screw-ups, and then I take the credit for them on camera. So today we're going to have him show you something instead of me, because let's face it, he's just smarter than I am. So let's get started.
So, really, I should do this in Polish? Because he knows my English. My English is terrible.
Let's see if you can do English.
Okay, so first, we have here SD card. The SD card is dead. We don't have access to it. Someone worked with this card before. So we have to pass the controller chip, and we have to try read this NAND with a spider board. So
what is a spider board?
so the spider board, it's actually PC3K boards. We have a two separated models for PC3K flash. We have a circuit board, but here we have to do a jumper wires. So we have to solder the jumper wires into the SD card and after into the circuit board. But the worst case, sometimes we can put too much heat on it, or actually flux making the mess there. So I prefer spider board. I think
So that
it's
allows you to not have to solder wires onto
yeah,
the card.
exactly.
And so
Exactly.
how would you solder a bunch of wires onto that thing anyway? That sounds impossible.
With micro tip.
You're crazy. Alright, so how does this thing work?
So here we have a database. PC3K is they giving us access to it, and here we have a pinout. Every single signals are here. We have to find a good layout of the SD card. We have to scrape the paint on it. Then we will get into the pins. Then we have to put the needle on it, on the pins, on the pins, and that's it. But it's a really long procedure.
So how would you usually go about? So how do you do this? You just put I see a bunch of pins over here. So you have this. What's all this stuff?
Yeah, this is the needles.
Is it just me or do
This
corporations?
is the needles.
I'll let Chris answer this one. Chris, what do you think of this question? Is it just me or do corporations that virtue signal about the environment the most tend to make the worst unfixable crap? I'll take that as a yes.
Yes.
Right, so what are all these pins here for?
So this is exactly our pins. This is our jumper wires. So exactly this amount of these needles, we had to put the wires there. So that's why it's not so easy actually.
Okay, so on this page you have a legend, and on the legend page it gives you a list here of all of the different points. So it's so it tells you where. So it's like D6, D7, CE0,
Exactly.
blah blah blah. How do you know where that crap is on the card? Oh, because it's these squares on the right.
Exactly.
Okay, so all
you
the
have
crap on the left you can ignore.
yeah. So you have exactly the same amount of pins on the database like on the
So
card.
What you're doing is you're matching the numbers
Yeah.
on here. So you match. Yeah. So you're
So-
matching these numbers over here to these numbers on the side of this expensive ass thing over here.
Yeah.
How much does this thing cost?
The card or
This
the spider board?
Spider
I don't know. I don't remember. Really.
Oh, that's Steve. It'll probably make you cry. So this thing goes with this thing, or is this separate?
It's a separate.
So what does this thing do?
What this thing do? Exactly the same thing, but you have to run jumper wires.
So this is the harder version of this thing.
Yeah, but here you have you can solder TSOP 48. You have to you can solder LGA 52, but you have to solder in.
Okay, so,
So
you have
to put the heat on it.
So what you have to do here to make this SD card work, if I understand, is match up all these pins with those teeny tiny microscopic points on the SD card that I
Yeah.
can barely see.
Yeah.
Wow, Chris, have fun. I hope you have a yeah.
Thank you.
Time for lunch. No, okay.
Louis, tell me one thing. Which one was for this
F2.
one? F2.
F2.
Oh, I hit everything except F2. Of course. So, this is layout number 3. It's a type 3. We have 2 rows of the pins.
Poor
So,
Chris.
let's do that.
I asked him to read something on the screen and he just stared at me.
D6 is A2. We have to find good position for it because sometimes we can have problems with
Yo, stop fucking
the
jinxing it.
needles. But really it's much better than jumper wires. Okay,
I was gonna get the chat on the screen.
V6. We have to make a notes with the pinouts. So here we have on the A2 pin, we have a signal D6. It's a data 6. It's running to number 4 on the spider board. It's running to number 4.
Mute.
My voice is terrible.
My voice is worse, man.
No.
You're doing great, Chris. People love you.
Yeah. I should have a different color of my t-shirt.
Alright, so now this is...
Okay. So let's go. Next signal, it's D7. How to show the F4, yeah? F6 is... Yeah. Oh. So D6 was A2, D7 is B2. Oh, we lost one needle. Something is wrong here. I think it will be different type of card, not the type 3, because we have a ground here, like you see. This is a ground pin. We shouldn't have a D7 here. We have to find something similar. Come on, PC3K. This one. Yeah, like you can see, you have a ground pins here on the bottom of card. Here you have exactly the same. So we had the bad pin out first. First two pin, it's a VCC and GND. You can see it here.
How do you have the patience to do this?
It's my cue. It's sometimes is tricky, so it's good when you can switch into the different things, but it's really nice. It's not so bad. So first we have here CE0.
15.
First is GND, second is VCC. CE0 is on the pin 3, and the pin 3 is here. So let's do it again. You have to be really careful with screws in the spider board, because the needles are really sharpy, so you can scratch the pins and then you can have a really big problems. Where is my PC3K data flash? Database, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If I have situation like this when needles wants to be connected, I'm taking the different position of it. Okay. CE1. So we have a 3 pins actually. One 3, 4, and 5 right now. I had to move one of them because there was too many of needles in the one spot, so I didn't want to do any shorts.
That looks painful.
But it's much better than solder wires into the card.
Hello, mud. I'm plucking the old dental floss that's growing on the prairie, plucking the floss. I plucked all day and all night and all afternoon. I'm riding a small tiny horse. His name is Mighty Little, he's a good horse. Even though he's a bit too dinky to strap a saddle to a blanket on anyway. He's a little bit too dinky to strap a saddle or blanket onto anyway. Anyway. Plucking the old dental
7
floss.
pins there.
Even if you think it's a little silly, folks. I don't care if you think it's silly, folks. I don't care if you think it's silly, folks. I don't care if you think it's a little silly, folks. I don't care if you think it's silly, folks. I'm gonna buy me a horse. Just about this big. Ride them all along the borderline. With a pair of heavy duty. Do you like Frank Zappa, Chris? Do they have Frank Zappa in Poland?
I don't know him.
Oh, you would love Frank Zappa, Chris. I'm gonna stop torturing him now.
7. So right now we have a pin number 8. Here we have 3 ground pins, probably. Okay. So pin 8 will be here. Nine pin, it's a CLE signal. And it's here. Sometimes we have a problems like this when we can't have a good angle. Then we have to figure something. Maybe like this. So this is 8. This is first like this one. It's a pin 10. It's a signal LAE.
This is like the 2020 version of Operation.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Okay. Sometimes we have a problem like here when we put so much pressure on the trace, and the needles are really sharpy, so I scratch the trace, and right now I have to put this needle there. Oh shit. Okay.
Someone says, "Dear Lord, please bless me with the patience this man has." Yes, Chris is
Thank
very
you.
patient. I do not have Chris's patience at all. I could, no.
This one is fine, but we moved one.
I would lose my shit trying to do this.
Okay. Looks nice. 9, 10, 9, 10, 11. 11, it's RE. So we have... No, this one looks
Someone
like...
said, need a picture-in-picture. See if we can make that happen. Oh, keep going, Chris. No
Mhm.
worries.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Go.
I want to show you one thing. Where is the problem here? Sometimes these needles, those, oh,
What happens with the needle?
so they are really, really sharpy. So, one, you can scratch the pins like here, like there. Or maybe I will use the tweezers. So, like here, or like did previously here. Second thing is sometimes I have problems with angle when we have a lot of pins like here. I can't find a space for next one actually. Yeah, but it's much better than this, than the regular circuit board. Where is this? Yeah, here. So right now we have a which pin? 11 and 12.
actually. Do you want to quickly show them how to get to that layer? Because people are asking, like, you have to scrape.
We can do that at the end.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt Paul.
At the end, we'll
I mean,
do
not
it
Paul.
later.
I don't want to interrupt Chris.
Yeah,
He's in a moment of meditative zen right now.
yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get these things to...
Just watching it makes me want to hold my breath.
Sometimes I have to hold my breath as well because it's really tricky. So right now it was pin 11.
So we don't let him leave the store until he gets the data, right? Once he gets the data, then he can leave. He is incredibly patient, I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, this
You
is, it's not fun if you're not...
You can't even see on the one in the middle, so the pin that's in the middle, you can't even see if it's touching a tracer or a
Yeah,
pad or anything
I know.
from that angle.
Also, some of them, you see, they're actually ripped. See it? Look at that one.
Yeah,
That one's ripped. He has to go down. That's the whole point.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it sucks.
What happens to these cards for this to happen?
Usually some sort of corruption with either the NAND itself or the controller.
So the controller is on board the card, so you're bypassing the controller that's in the card.
Exactly.
There. So this
What the?
like you
Some of
see.
you may have just heard a meme ringtone.
I know.
I'll leave a note for myself to edit that out.
I put too much pressure on the needle.
Thinking about going to school for audio engineering. Don't do that. Don't. Ask
It was
any
12.
professional
D6.
recording engineer what they
Right now
think
we
of
have
Full
a
Sail or IAR or SAE. They'll all tell you it's
D7.
bullshit. They'll all tell you it's bullshit. All they do is give you the most basic preparation for the free internship you're going to need for anybody to care about it. Just don't do it.
So
Bad idea.
we did this one.
Have a small tip of $242.30
15.
for his patience. Holy shit. Is that real? No way. Thank you. Thank you very much. Poor Chris. We should get Chris some lunch.
Yeah, we'll get him some lunch with it. I will.
I'll let him out of the room at the end, even if he doesn't recover it. How about that?
Nice meal.
That's not in his contract, Joseph.
Okay. Next one. 14 D4. It's going to screw number 16.
Yeah, so here you're bypassing the controller and accessing the flash directly. So that little PC3K spider board thingy and the PC3K thingy winds up acting as the controller, which it should, considering that shit costs like $10,000 or $12,000. Honestly, for $10,000 or $12,000, they should fucking fly someone out here to do this shit for you. But this is the best you're gonna get. How much does that spider board cost?
That spider board is about $8,000.
And with the thing that you attach it to get the data?
That's PC3000 flash, and that is about $6,000.
So they should be flying someone over here for that price.
Not really. I mean, the amount of reverse engineering that Ace has to do is actually, it's a lot. So I
Yeah, I
give them
suppose.
credit. And their products are exceptional. They work.
They
On
just,
top of that, they have good support. That's actually what matters.
15,
Yeah.
They don't sell you junk and say deal with
25.
it. They sell you a decent product that's not overpriced,
It's
and then they give you
there.
support that complements the product.
It is expensive.
It's expensive for sure. I'm not saying it's not. It's just expensive is relative, you know.
Nikki Rose is all salty.
Mhm.
This is here. Yeah, Nikki is less salt. Nikki.
That's,
Would you rather do this
Pin 16, 16, and 17. So we need to fit 2 needles there.
or awful?
let's see if
We
Chris
have
gets it.
only two screws to do this.
Would you have the patience for this, Paul?
I think so.
The last one will be,
I'd like to try soldering one.
I think,
I'd like to use the other board and solder.
tougher to do that. Sorry, my English is
Which?
terrible, I know. So, let me show you one thing, guys. Spider board looks like that right now,
Oh my god. Yeah, Chad is going crazy.
like this, and I have to fit one.
Erica was gonna make an OnlyFans for April Fool's
Needle.
Day, but it's just gonna be a bunch of pictures of Oreo.
here.
Like she was gonna do a stock photo of like some cleavage or something from Google image search, and then have it just be pictures of Oreo.
Oh man, that's fucking funny. Oh.
He was showing something and explaining something, but I couldn't hear him.
Hmm. This going to this signal. We can use this prop line to do that. It's going there. There. Okay, I have it. We can use this prop line.
I'm sure you can make those spider boards cheaper. Huh.
Huh. This one. Okay. So right now, if the NAND is good, we should be able to read the data. Oops. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is the spider board is.
What the That's
Oh.
crazy. That is crazy.
It's much better than wires.
So how do we figure out if this works?
We have to go to the Steve.
Yeah, I don't have a PC3K.
Yeah.
I'm not special. All right, so let's head over to Steve and see if
Mhm.
this thing actually works. I'll take a field trip. See, which camera is the outside one? Yeah, it's gonna be outside too. And we're gonna see if this works. piece of shit. Turn on, you fuck.
NTSC.
There we go. Oh. That's Chris again.
Hello.
All right, so. I'll get the wire, and you get the spider board.
We gotta hide the. Put it facing down, but like.
Oh yeah, away from the numbers.
Yeah. Leave it facing. There are some drives there too, so.
You have. I need some place to put this stupid tripod. I need a tripod that's not a piece of shit that only goes 2 feet in the air. Hey, here we go. Put it right here.
Just be careful.
Oh, it's totally safe. The HDMI cable, nobody's gonna trip over that. That's not a hazard at all.
So, Steve.
Yeah.
That's
I
Steve up
think
there.
You will need that.
What do you think? These printouts are gonna work, Chris?
What do you say? Does it work
I'm
or
not
not
sure.
work?
I don't know. I can't tell. Hopefully they can see what we're working on here.
The reason Steve is typically more successful at data recovery than Chris is Steve wears his hat backwards and Chris wears it forwards. Wearing the hat backwards gives him power. Give that to Steve.
It's free.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna need it. I'm just gonna plug it in quickly. Sure. Yeah, it's fine.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Plug it in.
Like a Glade commercial?
So do you remember what was wrong with this before? Like, no.
OSHA. Is it HDMI cable going? Looks like a Christmas light.
Would like to put up some Christmas lights here.
Do you have these for me? No. It's the chicken?
We are now OSHA approved. Where's your jacket?
Oh, I forgot about that.
You got him a suit jacket?
Yeah.
There's a lab coat.
Oh.
You see the lab coat I make?
Wait, Chris, but this is the new pinout or?
Yeah, this is exactly the same.
Oh, so it was the same.
Yeah, it was the same.
Ah, okay.
Whoa, what is this? Where'd you get this from? I don't even have one of those.
That's cool.
That's Dan over there. Dan skips leg day.
Louis, can you read me the pinouts? Actually, instead.
You can't put a window on top of another because you use Windows.
This is, see, I can't minimize this. It's PC 3000.
What's it? Yeah, I'll load it up. So wait, when PC 3000 goes always on top of all the other.
Use Chrome to do it, actually.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Can take a picture.
Yeah, take a picture. This is so high tech. Let the audience see how high tech this setup is.
Minimize the Chrome tab. It's not a problem.
If you were using it,
Yeah, if you tell it to me for sure.
this is hysterical. Take a picture of the fucking screen.
Alright. Let's go.
Can you turn audio volume down? So no echo, echo, echo.
Here, I'll mute.
Thank God. I don't want to hear myself anymore.
Okay, alright. Start from
Yeah. 3. It's a C.
Focus, you bitch. Manual. Be careful switching back tabs because they can see the screen.
Yeah, I won't.
Clearly.
I'll leave it as this. Because,
I'm zoomed in.
what was it called?
That lens costs $1,000 and I'm using it to zoom in on a screen that I don't have screen capture set up on someone else's computer.
This is very voyeuristic looking.
That's a $1,000 lens.
Because you're looking through the computer too.
Yeah.
That's $1,000.
Where can I get this spider board? What's the site? acelab.something?
.ru?
I think acelab. Yeah, look up acelab. PC3000 acelab.
Where can I get this spider board?
You'll need a new credit card probably because every time you buy a tool from them, you fill up the old one. It's good stuff. It just costs a damn arm and a leg. Yeah, acelaboratory.com. Acelaboratory.com. I hear myself. Roll. I see the word fail in red.
Yeah, dead man. Typical all of these. Is this a SanDisk, by the way? Do you know?
It was.
Kingston.
Of course it wouldn't be SanDisk. SanDisk makes nothing but the best NAND products ever. He's just salty because he has a ticket here from 2013 that he still hasn't gotten to from a SanDisk SSD.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but not much to do here, unfortunately. Did you show them the other adapter, by the way? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they know the difference, how to use it and stuff?
So this is...
Oh, don't show the... I'm pretty sure I was too late. Alex, Copac. Reaction was, I don't know. Yeah, that's it.
So this is where we go into
You want
the...
to wrap it up?
This is where we go to the data whisperer part of the video.
Right now I have to change it.
You have to change your clothes? Okay.
What, did you shit your pants or something?
Chris is funny. This is his first video.
Chris, you did a good job.
You did a good job. Very good job.
We did an excellent job of making you look bad by giving you an impossible case.
Thing is, we sort of are, sort of kind of knew already. Did you show the zoom in on it?
I think
How it
so.
looks and stuff? I don't know. What does it look like? Can you? So this is what this spider board looks like.
That's pretty.
After job.
Yeah. And to get to this layer on the SD card, you have to scrape away the coating from the SD card with a fiberglass pen. Do you have that pen? Just to quickly show them. I'm not going to do it again. It's just we're not going to waste time, but I just want to give them the idea behind it. You have SD card?
Poor Chris.
Yeah. This is actually typical of what happens. After all of that work, you have a dead NAND chip. So this is a fiberglass pen. And this is what you'd have to scrape away. So this layer here, just scrape away like that. And then you get to the exposed part. And then you put these needles on the pins. And then after that, you configure it in PC3000 to match what you have here with their database. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And then you find out it's a dead NAND and want to cry after an hour or two of putting random pins everywhere.
Pretty much, yeah. This is what Chris and I go through. So it's, yeah. No fun, no...
That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something.
He's next in the video, actually.
Who? Oh, yeah, Orhan.
Orhan here will be making the next data recovery video.
Orhan is going to be...
Myself, Mr. Orhan here.
Orhan's going to do the next one.
Yeah.
Live stream.
Now let's see how many people Lewis got.
Oh, that was fun. Poor Chris. Donuts at the door. Donuts. Must run outside and get some donuts. BRB, thank you very much. Chris, someone got you donuts. Chris, there's donuts for you up outside. No, there's an actual donut. No, not yet. But there's an actual donut man outside for the guy said it's. Oh. Oh, Chris, you got donuts.
Thank you.
This is haram.
No,
There's just bacon strips in
Yeah,
there?
like, or it's bacon donuts maybe?
No, they make that as like a
I feel like you
snack.
like bacon.
Give that to hi. Oh. All right, time to end the stream. Well, that's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. Shit, doesn't always work. Oh well. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. It was good seeing you all again. I'm going to try to include the other people here more often. The other people who work here are, as you can imagine, not exactly particularly thrilled at the idea of being on live video. It takes a certain kind of person and personality to be open to doing all this random shit in front of people that you don't know, particularly when you know there's like a 50-50 chance it's not going to work and you're going to look like a fucking idiot when it's done for reasons that really have nothing to do with you. But I'm happy that Chris was willing to go for this, and if you want to see more Chris, more Steve, more Orhan, more Paul, then please do let me know in the comments down below. and well, we'll see how this goes. And yeah, that's about it. And as always, I hope you learned something. We'll try to show you the real stuff. You know, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. I don't only upload the shit that works, I also upload the stuff that makes me look like a fucking idiot. And yeah, every now and then, it is what it is. It happens. See you next time.